Are you ready? Are you ready?
No, they're not ready. I'm not ready. None of us are ready. The fire's ready, though.
Well, we're going to start with our customary and usual beginning thing.
Start high.
Rutabaga.
Mo high.
Mo. Dave, and we're two old cubers. Yay. You weren't even supposed to be cranky. I just completely derailed you. You were about to talk about your wife.
No.
And then
I
was
just going to say,
that's what I also can't help but notice that you seem to have gotten a haircut. I have been known to be a dork on occasion as well. So just all of those.
I'm not a dork.
All of the. Okay. You go on thinking that. Whatever helps you sleep at night, okay? Yeah, Dave's not a dork at all. While Dave tells
Greg
us
is not doing anything
a
right
little
now.
bit more about something.
About something?
Fill some time.
Duck-sized horses.
See, you're looking at the camera, and I keep forgetting to look at the camera.
That's because you're not very good at this.
It's because I'm really bad at this.
I really do want to put together a tutorial for the Bagua.
Say cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Hello, folks. I'm CrankyOldCuber.
And I'm CrankyDave.
And the two of us together are two old cubers. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
So how's it going, Dave?
It's going okay. I'm fundamentally disturbed by the fact that I have scrambled puzzles in front of me.
I am given to understand that.
It's a thing.
But you won't let me help.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not going to. Okay. I'm not offering anymore.
Don't touch my.
Okay.
Don't. No.
Okay. It's all good. Are you going to keep solving, or are you just going to let it sit? Because solving on camera, I don't like doing that. Do you like doing that? I don't like solving on camera. Okay. So, Dave, heard you put in an order.
Oh.
For some new stuff. What'd you get?
You know, the problem is that it's really easy to buy cubes.
It's way too easy to buy cubes. It's
really easy to buy cubes. And as you've seen from the previous episode, or any of the other ones, I generally have a large assortment of cubes. If the cubes are going to be here, I got to haul them here. And these actually all add up to be kind of heavy after a while. I don't know if you've noticed, but it doesn't take many puzzles to really make the bag feel heavy.
It's true.
But at any rate, I recognized that I have a problem and had decided that really, you know what? Slow down on the cubes. Just, you don't have to buy every new cube that comes through.
Oh, but you do.
Well, you know, and you didn't help at all. And I know you think you know exactly where I'm going to go right now, but this is actually where I'm going to go right now. I don't know if you remember, but the first two old cubers he did, he mentioned that he wanted to send something to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what he actually ended up sending me were a Yan 3, this stickerless Yan 3, and
not that one.
That's a different story.
Okay.
And an MF3 RS, both of which were cubes that I was not. Well, I don't necessarily need another low-cost cube, but this turned out to be kind of a really cool cube. And how much was it? Like $5?
It was $3.95.
$3.95.
I probably put in a discount code too.
Yeah. You could throw it in with the Terraminx, and it would look like a rounding error.
Exactly. But what did you do with the other?
Hold on. Let me just say. And then he sent me the Yan 3 because I was again pointedly not buying the Yan 3. And it kind of came out of nowhere, right? All the other cubes had like a long build, like the GAN had a long build,
like
the GTS had a long
Spanish Inquisition. No one expected the Yan 3.
And then the Yan 3 appears, and I'm like, I don't know where it's coming from. And then he sends me one, and I start playing with it, and it's like awesome. And the reason this one actually isn't the one that he sent me was because I took the one that he sent me to work and found out that one of my cubing buddies at work was moving on to a different contract, and I'd let him play with the Yan, and he went, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
It
and
is
then
amazing.
when I found out he was leaving, I just went, "Hey, here, take this with you." And then just immediately ordered myself. It was like I handed it to him, went back to my desk, ordered a replacement.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so at any rate, I felt like that was an indulgence. Don't have to do that again.
Do you have a Warrior W yet?
You shut up is what you do.
You know, Speed Cube review. Look at the Warrior
You
W.
just said it was just another Volk.
It's a Volk.
I've got a Volk.
Yeah,
Volk.
but it's
I
a
don't
cheap
need a
Volk.
Volk.
You can have like 7 Volks.
You know what's even cheaper is not buying the Volk.
That's true.
Right? And at any rate, so the GTS 2 comes out, and the GTS was kind of the first real premium speed cube I bought, and it was the one that I sent him to convince him that premium speed cubes were actually a thing. And so it comes out, and I'm like, you cannot buy this one. You can wait for this one. And then this guy over here,
you can totally wait.
Does a review. Was that just an unboxing, or was that a full review?
Unboxing and first impressions.
Well, he essentially describes it as like every one of my favorite cubes put together, and then I'm like, you, Greg, and I go and I order one, and then he starts talking about, well, maybe I'll magnetize one, and I'm like, I'll order 2. and so just, I know you're gonna have to bleep this out, and you might even have to cover up my lips, but Greg, you're an
yeah, I am.
You know, and you're ruining. Okay, fundamentally, this is my problem. Nobody held a gun to my head, but it's your fault. So I ordered 2 in order to magnetize one, and I didn't actually order the magnets. So,
oh no!
You know,
have you ordered the magnets now?
No, I have not ordered the magnets.
Are they out of stock?
I need to have the story first.
Are they out of stock?
I don't know. I'll bet you if you looked it up, they'd be out of stock.
They're probably out of stock because they're almost always out of stock.
Yeah.
So, as you know, if you watch the unboxing, and if you didn't watch the unboxing, go watch the unboxing because it's fun. I got 2 of these GTSMs, and I got them both in black because I want to magnetize one of them, and the other one I want to stay the same, and I want to compare them. And if I'm going to do solves on it, I want it to be black because I recognize better on black puzzles. Okay. But because they've changed the design of the puzzle, now there's a stickerless one, and they've also done a white one. I think I'm going to buy my first white cube on purpose. Like,
you have one from accident
with malice. Well, I bought a couple of Yushin white cubes. They were on sale for like $1.50 or something at either Speed Cube Shop or Cubicle or one of those places. And I was like, no, I want to see. They were the only ones available. Or that's what it was. They were the only ones available, but they were like $1.50. And I was like, what could happen? So I purchased them.
Yeah.
And so I think Addie has them now.
Okay.
She likes them fine. I mean, they're junky cubes, but they're not bad. They're okay. In any case. Yeah. So I messed up. Made you buy GTS 2s.
You did.
And now I'm going to buy even more GTS 2s because why not?
So, and I'm led to believe that there are GTS 2s over here.
Oh yeah, there's a GTS 2 right here. But we don't touch other people's cubes, so you're just going to have to wait.
I'll let you touch that one.
Touch.
So you were talking about the 3 things outside of cubing.
Yeah, we got to do a follow-up.
Yeah.
Because every time we do one of these now, we're going to do a follow-up probably because there's always going to be something from the last video that we forgot or that we got wrong or that we just, because we're our own worst critics and everything, right? We could be.
Except for that guy. You know who you are.
That one guy, yeah.
Yeah. We don't like that guy.
So, yeah, we did I had us do a top 3 non-cubing
things,
nerdy things that we like. And it was interesting because neither one of us got through 3, And I actually kind of stapled my hand to my forehead on that answer and said, I like programming, and I don't actually do any programming outside of work anymore. So I want to do over. I want to answer this question better. Yes, I want to do over. So we're going to do a do over. Okay. Do over. So why don't you go with your 3?
Okay. Number 1, things are happening.
We're getting our microwaves, our microphones adjusted. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1.
Are you sure? Go ahead. Number 1. Sorry.
Is radio, not the making of radio or the listening to radio, but the actual, just the technical part of radio, because I think it's magical, right? You've got something that happens over here and it makes something happen over there, and there's no connection that you see. And
so when you say radio, you don't mean commercial radio.
No, not commercial radio, but amateur radio, ham radio. And, people talk about, you got to study and get a license. Well, you don't really have to. You need a license if you're going to transmit, but there's a lot of radio that's not transmitting. And
you can do a lot of stuff. When I was a kid, I used to listen. It's not ham. I don't know, shortwave, right? I had a shortwave receiver, and that was fun. But go ahead, please continue.
But the thing that interests me is this. The thing that has been obsessing me lately is this thing called software-defined radio, where basically everything that would normally be done, well, you're just digitizing the radio right off the antenna, and then anything like demodulation, FM, or anything like that, that's happening in software now. So if somebody invents a new way to transmit data, you just change the code.
Neat.
Yeah.
Is it expensive to get into?
You can actually buy these little $20 things off of Amazon's famous forum.
Oh Lord,
that makes it really easy just to get into it.
You know what's going to happen now.
You're buying one now, aren't you?
I'll be buying one.
I can tell you exactly which one to get.
Here's the thing, and actually, we can tell you, the viewers, exactly what thing to get to, because we can put a link to it in the description.
Right. There's a website called rtl-sdr.com. rtl-sdr.com, and that's the cheap one, the RTL SDR, and $20. Well, actually 27 if you want to buy something that has a halfway decent antenna.
Sure.
But it's not these. And it used to be thousands of dollars.
As much as you want to spend.
Yeah, you can spend exactly what you want to spend. If you want to spend $1 million on SDR, you can. But I'm not. You're not, and I don't think any of you are either. Number 2 would be radio controlled stuff.
Oh,
more
stuff.
Radio stuff. Like,
nice.
I built a quadcopter. Everybody says drone. I don't like the word drone.
I don't like the word drone either.
Yeah, it's a quadcopter.
Do you do photography with it too? Or?
No, I haven't done any photography with it. I mean, there's the whole. What fascinates me is the first person view flying. But I haven't done any of that either, because now you're buying video equipment, and that's another step of money that I haven't been willing to spend yet.
That dovetails, because I have been looking at the possibility of drone. I'm in more of a video production sort of thing. I've got a couple of projects that I want to do coming up, and one of them would involve a drone following me.
Yeah, that is turning into a regulatory mess.
And I said a drone, and I really meant a quadcopter with a camera.
Yeah.
So anyway, continue. I broke in.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The radio controlled stuff, which again was
just
radio.
Flying stuff, or do you like, car things?
I like flying. Yeah. Flying is another one of those magical things, right? Radio, flying. And then I was talking about the electronics, which is kind of funny. So now you've got radio, you've got electronics, and you mix them together, and you get radio controlled.
Yep.
So there you go. And I'm only just brushing by the electronic stuff because I talked about it in a couple episodes back.
Is that number 3?
That was number 3.
That was number 3.
Yeah.
Electronics, number 3.
Electronics.
All right. Well, I'm going to redo my list, okay? Because I don't know. I panicked. I was on camera. I panicked. So my list, probably the top of my list right now is music. If you don't believe music is nerdy, you've never done music, and you've never hung out with music people.
Yeah. Most people know music is nerdy.
Yeah, like band nerds are like.
There was that whole Bandcamp thing.
Yeah. We're not doing that though. Because
Allison Hannigan, man.
Allison Hannigan though. Yeah.
So that was number one.
Number one, music. Particularly early music. You've seen me do an unboxing of the recorders that I got, and I'm putting together an unboxing for some vinyls that I got. My second one is electronics and old computers, and I'm kind of mixing those together because in a lot of ways they're the same subject to me. I got back into the electronics because I had gotten some old computers.
Right.
And I don't have any way to put them on the TV right now.
Right. Well, and plus they're not all coming to you in working order.
Right.
And
Yeah.
being able to troubleshoot them is kind of nice.
Broken, and I've got a Timex Sinclair that doesn't work, and I don't know why, and I got to figure it out.
I kind of cross over into that too because I've been getting this collection of older microprocessors, like a 6809, or I just got off of eBay. I bought a couple of 68,008s.
Oh, nice.
Which are, 8-bit 68,000s, which, you can actually breadboard those.
Probably my other main interest right now, which I've talked about before, actually is strangely running, which is, you might not think that's a nerdy pursuit, but let me tell you what, if you've ever used Strava or MapMyFitness or MapMyRun or any of those other things, like, you can totally nerd out on that. I actually used to Graphs, and I use that, Fitbit, and MyFitnessPal all kind of in conjunction to do fitness stuff, and it's turned into like more of a nerdy thing than a running thing anyway. And so that's probably my other big passion right now is running.
Right.
And I have some races coming up, and I'm going to try to do a full marathon this year sometime. So we'll see how that goes. Also, got my,
Beat the
mic. Sorry, Addie, hit the mic. I got my Beat the Blurch. I got this at my half marathon last September. So I did it. I don't know, hour 54, something like that, I think it was. So yeah, it was a good run. So that's, there we did it. We did do over on our top 3 nerdly pursuits. The cool thing about this is we could come back in a couple of months and give you a completely
different list of 3.
Because as we talked about, we're both serial hobbyists.
Yeah.
And so something will interest us, and off you go.
Well, yeah, you just follow the thread and it leads you to different places.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now we have, viewer questions. We're going to do some viewer questions. Okay. Now
we get questions and people view us.
We do. When we ask for questions, people give us questions.
People deliver.
So now I got to go on my computer here. So Dave's going to do something for a minute while I go find the comment.
Cube.
Because I need to tell the things. What do we got? I believe this is... yes. So this is a 2-part, and we're going to do the first part first, and then the second part a little later on. So Aman Singh asks, have you ever been to any competition? So, hey, Dave.
We tried to go to one.
We really did. We tried to go to one, and I don't remember what happened. It was sick and weather and all kinds of things, right?
Yeah, you were actually just recovering from something.
Oh, I was recovering from surgery. That's what it was. I had a hernia surgery back in October, and it had been like 2 weeks, and I wasn't really ready to go out.
Right.
But I could have tried.
You could have tried, and I think we were planning on at least going out and seeing how far you'd go, and then I got sick, and it just failed.
Yeah, so it was the, Puget Sound?
Yeah, it was the fall open that they have down in Tacoma at UPS. I think they have one every season.
Yeah, it looks like.
We missed the winter.
We definitely missed this one.
Yeah.
This latest one. So
yeah, we've talked about going to competitions, and there's a little bit of self-conscious about being these old guys going to the competition and then really being, well, I don't know. I kind of wanted to be faster than a minute before average faster than a minute before I went to a competition.
Well, the other thing is that this one we were just going to go spectate, and I'm not sure that's even a thing.
I asked that question on Reddit, and people were saying that, no, it would be kind of cool if older people showed up. And I'm like, really? Because I don't feel like it would be cool for just older people to randomly show up. And
yeah, I was a little worried about that, in kind of the, 2 old dudes go hang out at a high school near kids.
Yeah, there just seems something fundamentally wrong about that.
The optics on that might be bad, but we decided to go for it anyway.
Yeah,
and we were going to do it.
And then not go.
And then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's the other thing where if I entered a comp, I'd want to do something with one of the bigger cubes. And right now, I don't think I would make the cut. I don't think I would actually get a solve because
how fast do you have to be?
Well, they have a cutoff.
Yeah, because I don't know.
It varies from competition to competition. But every time I've seen a cutoff, I've looked at it and then compared it to my times on CS Timer and gone,
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, there'd be like 5 DNFs in a row, and what fun is that?
Not very fun at all.
Yeah,
not very fun. But wandering around and seeing the vendors, if there's vendors there,
if
would
there are
be kinda
vendors,
cool.
I mean, there was. I was looking forward to the instant satisfaction of the instant gratification of being able to go to a place that actually had decent cubes, as opposed to, oh look, we've got a Rubik and some random thing over here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, competitions. Eventually we'll go.
Eventually we'll
compete.
Go.
I mean, I've seen
maybe when we're famous.
I've seen people's dads.
We'll
competing.
be personalities there.
I've seen videos of people's dads competing.
Well, yeah,
in
like Felix's dad, but your Felix's dad.
True. So he's famous.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I am open to going to a competition and sucking badly. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll do it.
It'll be fine. Yeah, I think that closes out competitions. What do you think?
I think we've blown that topic to bits.
So we got, this was, as I said, this was a 2-part question. And the other part of the question was, if I can find it here, where did it go? There it is. Yes. What is your favorite puzzle? From also from Aman Singh.
Okay. Am I answering that first?
You can answer first. I'll let you. You're the guest.
I've repeated this several times.
The whole guest thing is like kind of
the Bagua is my favorite puzzle.
See, and that's a big duh, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Just, it's like, I think just in these last few episodes, I've said that at least 3 times.
Well, you're kind of obsessed by it, right?
I am obsessed by the Bagua.
I mean, you lose sleep because of the Bagua, right?
I actually have awakened at 4 a.m. with images of matching up these not quite triangle kite pieces. Yep. I swear to God, I was waking up going, I can't match them all. And this is like the flooring, and it was. Maybe it's not a good thing to get this cube. Maybe you shouldn't stay away from this cube, but I love it. I adore it.
I really want to get mine set up so I can solve it.
We should get yours set up.
So we're going to do that soon.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's a video out there that shows us how to do it.
It's really kind of cool that somebody would go to the effort of putting together a video that is so comprehensive, that allows people to lubricate the Bagua cube without having it explode on them in the process of lubing the Bagua cube.
So, all right, I should answer this question too. My favorite puzzle, and I've thought about this, and it's so hard because it really depends on the day for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really obsessed with the Bagua, and it totally makes sense. And I don't have a puzzle like that.
Right.
But I think probably the one that I feel the best about when I think, oh, I'm going to go solve that, and I wish I had more time to do it, is the Terraminx.
The Terraminx. That's not a bad choice.
This is it's just so much fun and so tactile when I do it. And the coolest thing is this thing is even smoother than the Xingqiao Gigaminx.
It is actually.
So the Xingqiao cubes kind of, I mean, they're not good, right? They're okay, but they're not good. The Xingqiao Minxes are really, really good.
Yeah, but you're not corner cutting on these things.
No, but I'm not trying to speed cube on this.
Right. Well, yeah.
I am engrossed in solving,
right.
I am in the Terraminx when I'm solving this thing.
Yeah, that is part of the fun.
I'm almost not even distractible.
There's just a lot of puzzle in there.
Yeah, and so this takes a while to solve. Like the first time I solved it, it took me three days. I mean, sessions, right? But yeah, so that's probably my favorite puzzle right now. So yeah, sure. And that dovetails into a topic that we wanted to talk about because we've, both got a pile of 3x3s here in front of us, right? But like, I've been asked what my favorite 3x3 is, and I'm sure you've been asked what your favorite 3x3 is.
I have been asked.
I'm asking you right now.
And you're asking me right now.
Dave, what's your favorite 3x3?
Well, it comes down to one of these 4.
Okay.
And of the 4, we've got the GAN UM. We've got
a solid cube.
Yeah, the GTS-M, the cubicle version.
Very solid cube. And
then we've got the MF3RS, also a solid cube. And
a little bit of a dark horse there.
Yeah. And the N3.
I'm tickled to death.
And
that
of these,
like the N3 as much
of these
as you
4, fully half of them Greg gave me. The GTS-M just has a feel to it that I find to be. I just love the way that it's got just the little bit of click, and the magnets are just like perfect on this. The GAN amazed me because I liked it right out of the box.
Yeah.
Pretty much every cube I've gone and messed with it afterwards. I tweaked the GTSM when I got it. But the GAN just right off the bat felt great.
Yeah.
And I go back and forth between these two.
Yep. Can understand it.
And
but
yeah, and then he gave me the N3, and I remember thinking, this is what I wanted the Valk to feel like. Right? I
totally get it.
And the Valk is a good cube.
It has issues.
It always felt a little bit, I don't know, not as smooth as I wanted it to be. The N3 right out of the box. This is another cube I have done nothing to. This is probably my favorite non-magnetic cube.
Yep.
And the MF3 RS I like because it's a $5 cube that I can carry with me, not worry if I drop. And it's still better than it's got any right to be.
And if you encounter a kid who needs a cube,
give it to him.
Hand it to him.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you don't have to pick a favorite.
Right.
I just like the compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Because it really is like trying to choose a favorite child.
Yeah.
Right now, the GTSM.
Isn't that the GTS2?
Nope. This is the GTSM. Yeah. With the particular accidental shades that I got, because this is not the standard Moyu blue and this is not the standard Moyu orange. And I don't even think it's the standard Moyu red. But this GTSM with these shades is my main right now. And every time I pick up another cube, I like it. But then I come back to the GTSM and I'm like, oh, I'm home. You know, it just every time. I suspect that one of the GTS2 or the Yan3, when I get done magnetizing them, I suspect they're going to knock the GTSM off the pedestal.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
But we'll see. And I'll tell you this much. I'll make a video about it and tell you how it goes. Because that's going to happen. People have been asking about that already.
Right.
In comments and IMs and stuff. So.
No, and I will say, I think I should add that the bit where neither you or I did anything with the GAN that's not the way it's playing out with everybody else's reviews. Because I've read a lot of, not read, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos where people are like trying all the nuts and ending up with, I think it's either the yellow ones or the purple ones that everybody ends up with.
I think that I'm using, I want to verify that I'm actually using the purple ones.
Well, if you haven't done anything, you're using the purple ones.
I don't remember. I think I removed, these are the purple ones.
Yeah.
Purple, see, right there.
Which I believe are the weakest ones.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's why it's so floppy.
Yeah.
But, oh, great.
Please let us know if they're actually the weakest ones. You can put it in the comments.
Yeah. If you want to make a snarky comment about how I just blew up an easy T-perm, that's cool too. It's always fun when I do that.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just anything to reinforce the fact that you suck.
I do suck. I am terrible at this.
Yeah, you're not very good at this at all.
I haven't gotten near my PB in weeks, mostly because I'm learning PLL.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm actually looking forward to the fact that, I have been solving in the background, so I expect to be critiqued on my solving.
This is why I'm not solving on camera. I solved on camera, right?
Yeah,
I did it. And I got some critiques, and they're not wrong.
No, you won't be wrong. All the advice you're giving me is probably very good advice.
The best advice I've gotten, and the one that I'm taking to heart, is, dude, you need to work on your F2L because yay, learning full PLL. That's great. That's might shave a second off, but you could get 30 seconds by doing F2L properly.
If I was to analyze the problems in my solve, it's definitely the F2L.
Yeah,
it's a target-rich environment.
I spend more time doing this.
Yeah.
During F2L than I do actually inserting
I turn
code,
the cube far more than I need to. I spin the top layer far more than I need to.
But it's okay.
But we're still. I average 48. My PR is 30.
Nice.
So
I'm averaging. I think I'm averaging around like 51, 52 right now.
Right.
And my PR is and we say
40s,
we've been saying 40.73.
Yeah, you guys all say PB,
PR,
but
as a runner I do PR, and so I've been going back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know why, but PR was always what I used.
Yep.
Personal record.
So, yeah. Hey, I think we did another episode. What do you think?
Was that another episode?
That was another episode.
Well, how do we actually wrap these up? Is there a theme song?
I don't know. We could have a theme song.
Well, you've already got kind of a song.
It's the Two Old Cubers theme song. It's Greg and Dave and Dave and Greg.
I am not going to participate in that particular theme song.
We could totally do an awesome theme song. Maybe Addie and I could work on a theme song. Oh, you know what? Our SD card's about to run out again anyway. So
that's a good idea.
at this point, I think we can just wrap up by saying, hey, we're going to wrap up now. So thank you to all of you subscribers. I'm not reading
You
this or
got
anything.
suddenly very stilted.
I know,
there.
I'm very stilted right now. No, seriously, thank you guys for watching this stuff. If you have suggestions about things you'd like to see us do, we got a question about a challenge in a previous episode. So if you want to propose that we do something or take some challenge or solve on camera, that last thing's probably not going to happen much, but let us know down in the comments.
We do like to know what you think, even if it's bad.
Constructive
We read them
criticism is
all.
always accepted. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next video. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Say cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Because now we know we're going. Do you say action, or do I say action, or
Rutabaga.
Or do we just? Oh, is it rutabaga time?
Well, evidently it's rutabaga.
Okay, if it's rutabaga time, I'm gonna try this looking at the camera thing. Okay, so here I am looking at the camera.
Right.
And so all you viewers out there are seeing me looking at the camera. I'm practicing. Okay, we're gonna get better. I promise.
I'm discovering that it was a bad idea to scramble all my cubes.
Are you
in
now?
between? Yeah, because now I'm paying more attention to solving them than actually the opening.
You can't leave a cube unsolved.
Well, you can't. You can't really.
Is that gonna work? Which one is
I'm
this?
scared now.
This is.
We are totally not putting that in.
Yep, that's what that one is.
It is. This is like some of the best shit we've done.
Okay, so are we ready to go?